Yo, welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality, where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Yo, welcome back. What's going on, y'all boys?
Chilling, man. Chilling. It's been good.
You're good?
Yeah, man.
How was the weekend, bro?
I voted.
You voted?
You voted already?
Yeah, man.
Early.
He hit me up and told me like, "Yo, go vote. This is location. I'm
He
out of town."
ain't hit me up.
Yeah,
You out of town, bro?
I can't vote out of town.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't?
No, you can't.
Yeah,
No, I'm actually planning to go on Friday.
Yo,
Yeah,
he hit me up and let me know what's the location. I was like, because I was gonna go somewhere
it's
else.
like a
Nah,
walk
dude,
in.
5 minutes.
You just
bro.
like literally walk in 5
In and
minutes
out.
and get it out. Get it done. So
I was like, yo, what are they talking about? 3 hours, yo.
Yeah.
In and out.
Everybody told me in and out.
check election day though. You see what
Yeah,
happens.
that's where it's gonna be crazy. Election day, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? How was the weekend? You went out?
I went out. I was in the H town.
Yeah. How was it?
H is dope.
Yeah. You loving it out there?
Yeah. It's got a little Atlanta vibe to it. I really like it. I'll definitely go again.
You had like
Shout
a
out.
family reunion thing going on.
Yeah. So all the most of the fam, all the cousins, 2 birthday parties. It was dope. We had a lot of fun.
That's what's up,
Good.
man.
That's what's up for real.
Yeah, well, how was your weekend, man? I know you voted on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, earlier Friday.
For the weekend, man, I didn't do much, man. I just Friday I went, hang out with one of my boys, play some pool at his crib, and I didn't do much, man. Play some poker. That's
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah,
It's
same
not
thing,
like
man.
you.
Yeah.
It's not like you. You're not doing a lot these days, you know?
I mean,
Not
it's
doing a
like
lot
you.
these days.
2020, yes,
Yeah,
it
I
is
got
like
jokes,
it. Yeah, 2020 it is.
Is this the new Ronaldo?
yeah, it's the new Ronaldo.
Dude,
I'm getting
oh.
old, man. I'm getting
Yeah,
old.
that's what
next,
that is?
next- Yeah,
It's
next
old,
month's my birthday and
Yeah.
all that. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
getting
gonna
old.
throw it down, yo? If you decided
What
yet,
you
what we
doing for
gonna
your
do,
birthday?
man?
I ain't doing crap, man.
Come on, man. You got to do it now, man.
I ain't
This is
doing
really the new Ronaldo, huh? I'm not used to this guy.
Sound like an old man, bro. You just want to stay at the house?
Yeah, man. The number in front is gonna change. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm straight up
The
old
front,
dude.
the front number
The front
The front
changes.
number
starts with a
changes.
5 or something.
I got jokes.
Or a 6.
Oh, it's it?
Yeah, I got jokes.
Yo.
What about you? What you did?
Man, Friday, went to vote and everything like that. Friday, my kids were off, man. So we went out to Off the Wall.
Okay.
So we played video games. Actually, I thought it was actually pretty dope. I hit you up.
Yeah.
Because I was calling you about the show or something that
Yeah.
popped in
If
my
I knew
head.
you were going, I would have probably made
Yeah,
plans
that was
to go.
my bad too, because I didn't know if your kids were off too, man. And so the kids had a ball, man. Actually, I'm gonna do it this week too, just because of Halloween. I don't want to bring the kids out to like Halloween and people's houses and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's
So
not gonna happen.
yeah, so I was thinking about just doing that and have them dress up and stuff like that.
Gotcha,
And go
gotcha.
out there. Saturday, man, just really chilled. Just really spent time with the kids, man, and just slept, bro. Just kind of had to reboot the mind. You know what I mean? So
Reboot the soul.
yeah, the soul had to be rebooted hard. You know what I mean?
I want one of those days where I do nothing.
It was close to it.
They
It
don't
wasn't
happen.
it.
They don't happen when you're an adult.
Yeah, they
I just
don't.
want that day, man.
Yeah,
like I
they
do
don't.
nothing.
I didn't want to do nothing. Bro.
Ugh.
I slept now, but when I'm telling you, I slept, bro.
You ever
I
had
slept
a
for
day
like
where
good
you did
9
nothing
hours.
and then you're so backed up the next week,
Yeah,
then in a month?
yo,
Yeah, man.
I'm there. I'm
You
there. with
regret
bro.
not doing nothing?
It's tough, bro.
Yeah, it is
It's tough. Yo, so football, man.
Hey, man, football was crazy this week, man.
We got
football
NF
was crazy.
Now we got.
Crazy.
Now you want to talk about news right now? How
Yeah, let's
crazy
jump-
it was, man. Do you
yeah,
want to
let's
jump
jump
into
into
news?
news. Jump into the
Let's jump
news,
into
man,
news,
because
man.
that's where the craziness started.
Let's jump into news right now, yo. That's where we're gonna go, right? News?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Love this beat, man. So I'm going crick rock in there, right? Yeah, that's the yo.
That's where you stood in the same spot, you know? You're just like,
Chill on that wall.
Yeah. You ain't trying to do too much, man. You ain't trying to get sweaty or nothing. You just gotta. I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm right here. I ain't moving. Yo, so we got Kenyon Drake was carted off the field with an ankle injury against Seattle, y'all boys.
He wasn't playing that good anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I felt like he was coming back though. You didn't feel that?
that one long run for a touchdown in
Yeah.
garbage time.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Drake is Drake, man.
Yeah, we all predicted. Everybody.
Drake
told
is
you.
Drake.
Everybody had him as what, top 8 fantasy running back going before the season,
Yeah, before the season started.
and he hasn't.
Well, not
he
me.
hasn't panned
Not
out.
me.
I guess that's the only thing that Gase had, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't Gase. It was Flores that traded him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
he's probably
Flores
been the
traded
biggest letdown in the because he was going second round.
Second round.
Yeah,
yeah,
second round.
Yeah, he's
It was a
probably been the
steal.
biggest.
yeah.
One of our colleagues had it at for fantasy league. Got her
As a
got
keeper.
third or
Five,
something like that.
I
It was
think.
something low.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it would have been a steal if he had actually a good.
Good season.
Yeah.
but he hasn't even performed as
Perform. Hope he gets better though.
I know one of the leagues, which is interesting enough. One of the leagues, they dropped Chase Edmonds in family league.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was trying to figure somebody to drop, and then because when he dropped him, it went right into Sundays, and so we couldn't
Right, you
nobody
couldn't
could
pick
pick
him up beforehand.
But man, when Drake fell out and Chase Edmonds was in the waiver wire, you're looking like, yo, how is Chase Edmonds in waiver wire right now?
yeah, sad though. It's kind of
Yeah.
sucks because I didn't have a high waiver pick in that one.
Yeah,
I had like
I
8.
did either. Yeah, probably. I owe like mad money now. So I mean, fantasy value wise, I mean, do you see Chase Edmonds taking this opportunity and just exploding, or do you
I
kinda
wouldn't
see
call
the
it
same value?
explosion because he's overproduced.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think he'll. The offense is not really geared towards the run.
what do you mean? Yeah, it is. It's just
Now-
maybe not Chase's run.
You mean it's a quarterback run?
It's
all
Murray's
Kyler.
run.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
quarterback
all
run.
Kyler.
It's all Kyler and it's all Hopkins.
Yo, I've never seen a player slide so perfectly on the field, bro.
Yeah, so it's more the Kyler and the Hopkins show. Chase, obviously, because where he was drafted is definitely a huge pick, for the people that got him and is going to start him now. So I think I want to call it an explosion though.
So, wait, let me just add one point. This is the thing about Chase Edmonds that I think is being overlooked. I don't know if you guys remember last year where Chase Edmonds had the job and then Drake came and
Drake
took it.
came.
Took it. Yeah, yeah.
Because
He
he can't keep up with that workload.
Workload, yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
It has to be two.
He
two
had
running
that
back
one
committee
game
there.
I remember where he had 3 touchdowns.
Right, and
then after that he fell
can't
off
do
the map.
anything.
Yeah.
So that's where Drake came in and.
But
Drake
I think
started.
Chase is a small guy too.
Yeah,
he's a
but
small guy. But
you
the
get
way
hit.
the way the offense is built, I think that it will work better than it worked last year.
Yeah, but the thing is, that running back is not. Those running backs are not going to get any touchdowns, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really help you too much in fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
it's-
good flex play.
It's all Murray. that's
Both of
gonna
them are
get
all
that.
flex play, but
It's all
I don't think
Murray.
they're- Yeah.
Now we got OBJ suffered a major knee injury in Week 7. Went over Bengals, man. I saw that, man. It was I can't remember if it was a fumble or an interception, but
Yeah, it was an interception
It was
that
an
he ran-
interception.
yeah, that he
and
ran
he came back to tackle a guy.
Yeah, and then that's when he got hurt.
He jumped up in the air.
That's
Didn't
when
look
he got
like
hurt.
nothing.
It
and
didn't
that's
look
when
like nothing until I saw him laying on the ground, and I was like,
And he
"Yo."
couldn't get up.
Couldn't get up.
From experience, I tore my ACL in a soccer game in college, and I could tell you always regret. It's not the play you think will cause the injury.
Okay, so it's kind of like
So
before. It's kind of tweaked it before. Is what
No,
you're
it's
saying?
not even tweaking it before, but it's like he's going to tackle someone. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like he's catching the ball and this
Right,
and he
it's
gets
not-
a ridiculous hit.
This is not.
But
his
that was the
job to do.
It's not his job to do.
That was the crazy part. 'Cause
Yeah.
when he jumped the tackle, he literally, I think he missed everybody. It was just like it was
Exactly.
a horrible jump, and he kind of flipped or missed his action and
Yeah,
then fell on
it
the
was-
ground.
yeah, it was a crazy
weird.
jump.
Yeah, it was a crazy jump.
I feel bad for the dude though, but hey, you saw Baker Mayfield after he left the game.
Yeah, he was exploding.
So that had me thinking: is it the demand of OBJ why Baker played
No.
the way he
No.
is,
No.
or
No.
it's just like that defense, Cincinnati defense is just not.
He
that
just-
I
good.
think Cincinnati defense is not good. I want to see how he plays this game.
Okay.
This game coming up. If he can,
Dude was going
actually pass
crazy in the
ball on
locker room.
everybody. Yeah,
He didn't expect that.
yeah. So I think it's about how he was playing.
5
with
passing
everybody.
touchdowns, bro. That's
5 touchdowns, man. So we got Antonio
Whoever
Brown.
had him in the $1 million
Nobody
maker.
had him.
Nobody.
Nobody had him.
No one had him in the $1
No one
million
had him.
maker?
No one had him.
Someone had to have him.
bro.
No one had him, bro. Antonio Brown being signed to Tampa Bay. I know there were talks at that time. Finally signed. What do you think the fantasy implications are? Because I think he's going to start week 9 or it's
week
not this
9.
week,
I think
right?
personally,
And
I
then
think
goes on a bye week.
yeah, it's week 9. I think he's gonna take the role. Who's gonna be affected the most is Mike Evans. I don't think it's gonna be.
I mean, Godwin's injured right now, right?
It's only one game though.
only missing one game?
Yeah, it's a finger surgery. You know,
But-
they're just gonna tape it up and he plays next week.
But it seems
To
like
me-
all of them, it's like it's one or the other each
To
week.
me,
so
it's
they had
like-
to just-
Do you think it kind of hurt? To me, it hurts the team in the sense of, do we need that much star power? Do we need that much personalities? Do we like? It's only one football. Like
So-
they're just signing. They signed Fournette. They signed. It's like anybody that's available, they're signing.
yeah.
To me, that's not a recipe
But I think the wide
for,
receiver core was
for
injury
to
prone,
win.
though. But I think the wide receiver core was injury. It is a recipe to win. But I think the wide receiver core
okay.
was injury prone.
Name me a team in any sport that's done that.
The
That
Lakers.
signed
The Lakers.
which Lakers?
The Lakers
Anthony
that just
Davis.
won.
Anthony Davidson. It's not a star. It's 2 players.
No. It's not 2 players, man. It's not 2 players. All these
In
guys,
comparison,
every
it's probably-
Dwight Howard is wash.
Right,
Rajon Rondo is in. There's a. So you're saying the Miami Heat? They had Gary Payton. That's not. Those guys knew their role. Antonio Brown is coming in thinking that he's Antonio Brown. We all 3 know that.
Yeah.
Godwin, so Godwin had what a star-studded season last season. Yes, he's been injured, but now you're bringing in Antonio Brown. Mike Evans was the guy before. These guys are not washed.
They're not.
Yeah, but you
That's
gotta-
my
all
point.
right, so you're looking at-
that's my point. It's
I'm not looking
Ronald
at it-
Jones is trying to prove himself. Leonard Fournette wants a contract. These guys are not. You
Leonard
brought up the
Fournette
Lakers,
is-
where it's not Rajon Rondo and Dwight Howard, where they're big names, but those guys are washed. It's guys still in their prime outside
Yeah,
of.
but my thing was,
arguably
with
Antonio
with
Brown
Leonard
is in his
Fournette-
prime.
With Leonard Fournette, I understand where you're coming from. He's looking for that big contract to come out and show that he can play. Realistically, he could have won Ronald Jones' position, but Ronald was like, "Nah, I chilled out for a little bit. You're not going to take this position from me."
Yeah.
anymore." So now he's starting to work out. But I think it's a threat on the defense. To be honest, if all 3 receivers can be like, "Listen, it's about winning championship. It's not about stats. It's not about all that crap. You can throw me the ball
Dude,
3
it's football.
times."
These guys are egos
Hey.
like out the world.
And it's so funny because the coach came out, Bruce Arians came out, was like, "This is the reason why, catches. Look at Mike Evans. He didn't get a catch until 4th quarter. Trust me, when I saw Mike Evans in the 4th quarter, that boy was pissed through 1, 2, 3 because he didn't get a ball yet.
So that's the point. To deal with all those personalities, to win a championship, you have to have chemistry.
Yep.
In any sport, not just football, you have to have chemistry. And I don't think that Tampa is building that chemistry. They're winning games primarily because of their defense, which has been holistic since last year.
I think it's getting better though. I think they're all
Patrick Mahomes and those boys, they got
that's
chemistry.
a different level. That's
They
a
got
different level of
chemistry.
chemistry. That's a different level.
So
I'm looking at it. All right, so look at-
stars is not going to beat.
it's not necessarily stars I'm looking at, but if you look at their wide receiver core, right? Since the season started, we on week 8. There haven't been a good game where Mike Evans is healthy and Godwin is healthy
on the same week.
on the same week.
That's
We
why
haven't, they haven't experienced
It's
that.
a long season. You're
No,
going to get
but,
there.
No, but
All right.
what I'm saying though, they're securing, they're getting assets to secure their future, meaning the long season that you speak of.
Think about
so
it.
if you
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller was injured, Godwin was injured.
Forget Scotty Miller being
Mike
injured.
Evans was injured,
He didn't do anything.
and right, especially with Godwin out, Scotty didn't do crap.
Listen, they would have never got Antonio Brown if Scotty Miller would have did something between those 2-3 weeks that Evans and Godwin was out. He didn't do anything until last week when we were all surprised that boy had 23 points.
I
was late.
wasn't.
If
You
you
want to know
always-
why? Because everybody's paying attention to who? Mike Evans that's scoring touchdowns,
And that's it.
and Godwin that's
He only
that's
does
in the
good.
slot.
He only does good
so
when those two guys are
two are on there.
If we look at
He can't create any space.
a lot of sports, star-studded teams never win the first year.
The Dodgers just did.
Yeah,
They're
the Dodgers just did. Put Mookie
dude,
on there. They just
I'm
won
telling
it.
you, the Lakers, the Dodgers, they all just
Lakers
did
are
it.
not a
just
star-studded
They are,
team.
man.
The Heat was a star-studded team, and they didn't win their first year.
The Heat was a star-studded team.
With Bosh, LeBron,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about this
Dwayne
year.
Wade, and all these players.
Right, but
they didn't
they-
win their first
yeah.
year.
Right, they didn't win the first year, but they won the
won
second year, right?
year.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, I get the chemistry part, right? but the chemistry will come once.
Yeah, I think it'll come,
once
bro.
the ego get checked. And guess who's gonna check all those egos?
Bruce.
Nope.
Brady?
Oh, Brady. Yep.
Oh, we'll
Brady.
see. We'll
Brady
see.
will. I promise
We'll
you.
see.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
so too.
Brady's calling the shots on that team. It's no longer Bruce Arians.
We'll
and
see.
And I'm telling
Gronk
you,
is out there
I
and
promise
Antonio's
you, if
there.
AB
Antonio,
got a huge ego.
how much you want to bet if Antonio Brown get out of line, he's not on the team?
He better
get
fix it.
benched.
You better.
Tom
But believe
Brady
this,
rules that
if
team, bro.
Antonio get out of the line this year, there is no more career for Antonio
Right.
in the NFL.
Listen, it's not just about Antonio Brown. It's all these players that want to make a name for themselves.
There is one guy that's gonna keep them together, and that's Tom Brady.
Okay, we'll see.
I remember, I think it was like Game 4 or Game 5. The offensive line was like created some penalty.
Yeah.
And he just
Oh,
got
he
up
ripped
and
the
he just
offensive tackle.
ripped them all. Like he was just like
ripped
going
the
in
tackle.
on all of them, and they
Yeah.
all just sat there like little boys and just took.
Yeah,
it.
he ripped that tackle, yo.
And I'm telling
ripped
you.
him. He ripped him, yo.
He's the asset on the team.
So what do you think about the fantasy implications for having all three of them? I mean, this originally when you had Evans, as you can see, Evans' points were going down.
It's-
Godwin was going
One
up.
thing
gonna
I
be-
agree with him. There's not enough ball.
Yeah.
When
Do you
there's an
start these
injury,
guys?
then I get it.
It's not. It's gonna from a fantasy aspect. It's gonna make it very hard for who to start. You're gonna have one player that goes off, and then three games until he goes off again.
Yeah.
Because they're all top receivers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And then you have two backs that
team-
can catch
right,
the ball,
the
that
team-
want to catch the ball.
the team, opposing team, they're gonna like double somebody.
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
course.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
They're gonna pick a player to take out of the game every week, and you never know what player that's
player's
gonna be.
gonna be.
And then he doesn't lock into one
But that's
target.
the thing.
Obviously,
As a,
we
fantasy,
see
yeah.
as a
Gronk.
fantasy owner, then
Yeah,
you're
Gronk
kind of
there. I
lost.
forgot
Gronk
about
too.
Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk there too.
Yeah,
so as,
so
as
it's
a
for-
fantasy owner, though, you're
I
kind of
don't
like
think
you don't
I've
know who
ever
to
seen
choose.
a team, a football team with more stars.
Browns.
Think about it. No.
Well, actually,
No
that's what I
way.
want. Well, yeah, not more than Browns. No, but that's the other question I wanted to ask.
No,
you.
Browns
see
doesn't have
how-
more than them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. We see how the Browns process has been, right? Nick Chubbs, Hunt, OBJ, Landry, multiple tight ends there. Do we see the same thing with?
But the difference is the
Quarterback.
reason why the Browns are winning. They came up with a system, and that system is running the ball.
No, I don't agree with you on that because they were running the ball already. The
Yes,
reason
but
why
they
I
came
believe
up
they're
with
winning.
something that OBJ talked about it. That
What's that?
it's a running team. It's a running offense.
Yeah, but
that's what was work. That's what's working for them.
I think also it's because they reduced. Chubb is not there. It's not
Well,
two running
I'm
backs
talking
running the ball.
about when Chubb was there, and after that they
Got
had
you.
Kareem Hunt. So
Yeah, I got you. Now, last in news, man, we got Dez signed with the Ravens on the practice squad until he understands the plays.
I'm not. It's
Is
not
it
somebody
news?
that
Is
I'm
it-
looking at.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
something
looking at
that I'm not somebody I'm. Because number one, he's going in an offense that really doesn't pass the ball. He targets one person, and that's Andrews. You get me? Hollywood Brown hasn't been doing anything, and people were drafting Hollywood Brown 3rd round, 4th round.
he's a punt play every week.
You think
Yeah,
so?
Yeah.
He's
Hollywood Brown is.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hollywood,
he's so
yeah.
inconsistent.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they added Dez. I don't know why they put him in the practice squad. I think they just didn't want to take anybody out of the
Lamar
53 man.
doesn't really pass the ball that much.
He does
Yeah,
not.
he
No,
does.
Right.
doesn't.
So that's where the regression is, and that's where, Dez is going to get a few long balls if he actually signs to the team, but it's not something that's fantasy worthy where you can
That you even get.
trust him in your lineup. And now you're coming to close to the end in like bye weeks and all that stuff.
And it's- yeah.
Why would you put
Why
him
would
in?
you put him in?
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it for news, bro. Let's go with your first quarter. We got the games of the week, man.
Games of the week.
I mean, it was crazy. We can name multiple games that was like on fire.
What's your favorite game of the
What's
week,
your favorite? This guy.
I don't want to talk about last.
You don't want to talk about it? What's your favorite game, bro?
Yo, my favorite game of the week was a Seattle game, man.
Yeah, I like
Why
that
would
game
you
too.
mention that game? That
I-
was
I-
my
I-
least favorite.
That was your least favorite game, bro.
Well,
I mean,
I like that
I
90
played
yard.
against
I like that 90 yard
Tyler
hawk
Lockett.
that Metcalf did, bro. Oh yeah, Hawkett
Yeah,
did that
that's-
72 on you, bro.
That game was
72
good.
points.
That
I
game
think
was
that's
good,
a
though.
record, isn't it? That has to be a record in fantasy.
that game was
in our
and
league.
I shouldn't have lost. That's the problem.
72 points, bro. Tyler Lockett. I like the Metcalf running down
Next segment, please.
the corner.
not only even in that game, Metcalf was being shadowed and got taken out of the game the
Yeah.
whole game. Like
Yeah.
Metcalf didn't even produce that much. So
But he didn't produce, but that play itself,
Oh,
if
when
they
he-
actually would have won the game,
yeah,
that would have been the play of the game, right? Because
Yeah.
you hawked down a corner that should have made a touchdown, stopped him, and then the
It was
defense
cool.
stopped him.
I watched it like 15 times. It was
yeah,
it
that
was amazing.
That was a really
And then the
good-
memes after it was good too.
Oh, yeah, all day
like they
long.
showed LeBron chasing down his son.
Yeah, I like the other one with
You know-
Shannon Sharp chasing him down with a. I think it was one of the Cowboys or something like that
Yeah.
with the L. So that was dope.
It was it reminds me like that run reminds me of that Tyreek Hill run. when-
But it was better though.
which one, the
I-
Tyreek Hill?
yeah, it was. No,
no,
Metcalf was better than Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
You think
First
so?
off,
Catching
yes,
because Tyreek was catching Buddy
because
from the back.
back, and then you saw like the play was different. Like you saw Metcalf like realize, and he's like
It's because you knew.
The
It's not just that you knew.
Right, I
You
don't-
know.
and
Cheetah.
personally,
You
I didn't
Cheetah.
know Metcalf was that
that
fast.
fast?
That's the thing. I like.
Yeah.
That's the shocking thing about. I
Yeah,
was like,
he
for a big
for
dude.
a big dude.
That's
that
the issue.
boy was.
You know who
see
he
him,
remind me of?
Who?
Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day long.
That looked like Megatron.
Well, that was
all
the
day.
biggest issue last year because we were like, during draft, we were like, why is nobody picking this kid? This kid should have been gone the first round. And he went into the second round. The dude was crying. Like, he didn't know why he went into the second round. And I'm looking at this massive kid like, this dude is as big as hell. He is Megatron.
Yo, let me
Yeah.
say something though. You see the dude that he chased down?
Yeah.
His teammates are clowning him
Clowning?
for
He was
for the
clowning
rest
himself.
of for the
He was
rest
mic'd
of
up.
his career.
He was mic'd up. He was like, yo, I don't even know how he got me.
Because he was running full speed.
Full
Yep.
speed.
Because you saw when Russell Wilson tried to get him, and Russell Wilson is
Russell-
fast,
fast, and he couldn't
and he
get him.
couldn't get him. And yo,
Yo,
it
you
looked
think
like
so?
some Usain Bolt stuff, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, it was
as you're
deep.
talking about clowning, you know who needed clowning this week?
Who?
Danny Dimes, bro. Danny Dimes. On Thursday, Danny was like,
I don't know what Danny was doing, bro.
Danny was like, Danny thought he had it. Like, Danny saw that touchdown line
Danny-
and it was like,
Danny was-
I got it.
Danny thought Metcalf was after him, bro. Like you remember
Yo.
that Dr. Pepper commercial with the when they were the janitor gets inside the room and start pressing the buttons and the sprinklers pop up and they trip up
And they
the
trip up
player.
and-
Yo, somebody did a meme like that for him. It was like, this is the reason why
Oh,
Danny
it was the
Dimes
Buffalo
tripped.
Wild Wings.
Was it Buffalo?
Buffalo
Oh,
Wild Wings.
Buffalo
When
Wild
they-
Wings.
Yeah, when they're all sitting there and it's like, yo, my team is losing. And it's like, wish you could get it. Like,
Yeah,
and then-
somebody tripped.
and
Somebody
it-
just presses
press
the
a button.
button.
They need to see the
It was
sprinkler
dope.
came up and just like.
Yeah, that
but-
was dope, man.
But man, I felt bad for that. I thought he had it. I was like, oh.
I watched.
No, you don't.
I had to watch it like 2-3 times. Like,
Yeah,
he just
that was the
failed.
worst.
Yeah,
That was
It
probably the
was.
worst.
It was really embarrassing.
That was really embarrassing.
Steelers 27 and Titans 24. Man, Steelers D is insane.
Listen, man, I call it. Like everybody that had player going up against the Steelers, I was like, hey,
But I was actually impressed by the Titans, though. I didn't think it was going to be that close.
I
did.
did.
And weren't Titans
I think it was tight.
leading at one point?
No,
No.
I don't think.
But I knew it was going to be somewhat close, but
It was just gonna be-
the
it was a
Steelers.
great
It's going to
game.
be hard for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
So
was a great game.
hey, I did say the Titans could make the playoff and put a run on the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
we
can.
got another. Well, I want to say Shaq the Fool, but it's not
Oh,
basketball.
well, I can't wait to talk about
Right,
this.
we're gonna say Paul the Fool or something like
Paul
that,
the
right?
Fool?
No,
Why is
not
it-
not directly
why is it-
you, but Paul, whatever.
why you
Shaq
gotta
and
throw
the
my
Fool,
name?
Paul and the Fool, right? No, that don't work.
You've,
All right,
you've
cool,
done
cool.
way
My bad,
more
my bad.
mistakes than.
My bad.
But let's not get there.
First of
Go
all,
ahead.
I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking
Go
about the
ahead.
next
But
game.
you do my name
The
again.
Lions at the Falcons
So-
with Gurley.
Charlo being Charlo. Charlo
Ah,
the
here you
fool.
go, yo. I'm talking about the Lions and the
Gurley
Falcons
fainted
game,
at
bro.
the line. Yo, so
Yo,
Me and
I
my-
was so upset that Gurley went in there, yo.
me and my brothers watching this game at this little day party,
Yeah.
brunch
Yeah,
X thing, right?
yeah.
And we're watching the game and we're like, what just happened? Like, something don't look right. Like, he just looked like he passed out at the line. Like,
No, what happened was that
I
he
know what
wasn't
happened,
supposed
but
to go in.
He wasn't, but it just looked.
It looked weird. It just like he
weird.
fell,
Like
yeah.
it looked.
And then the ball still went over that line, and I'm like, man, dude, the dude I was like playing, I'm like, he is lucky because that gave him another 7 points. Happened to me twice because it was that game and another game, which I can't remember who was the running back that went in and scored at the last second. But
I know, like a couple of years ago, Jacksonville running back. I can't remember his name right now. He has his. He's on NFL Network.
yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, short guy.
Yeah.
he's part
Jesus.
owner of the Rams.
I can't believe I can't. All right, I don't remember the name before it ends. But go ahead.
Yeah, what happened though?
No, he was in a situation like that, and just before he gets to the touchdown line, he kneeled, and a whole bunch of people lost their game because if he had scored a touchdown,
that he would have went over it. Yeah, I cannot remember his name too, but I know who you're talking about. Short guy though.
name started with D.
That was interesting, that Gurley situation.
Yeah, it was funny. Yo.
It was really funny.
It was funny.
I was like, man, I was like, well, what's going on?
But for
Like,
the Lions to come back and win the game, that
Falcons,
was dope.
remember I messaged you guys right after, and I'm like, Atlanta deserved to win that, to lose that game.
Yeah,
Like,
that's,
are you serious?
yeah, that's Atlanta.
That pass and that catch from with
They were-
Stafford and Galladay though, that massive play
Yeah.
that got them down to the goal line, got into in the red zone.
Yeah,
That was
yeah. They were talking about the Atlanta Falcons jersey. You know how they had the mix of red fire and then the black, basically saying that it's just like their jersey. They're hot, they're on fire, and then in the fourth quarter they just get dark and they just start to
and
lose.
yeah.
Morris Jones-Drew. I could
There it
not
is.
remember his
Yeah.
damn name.
Yeah,
And watching
Maurice
that play, I
Jones.
think Stafford could even run it in.
Yeah.
If it was like
it was easy, and he just threw it.
Lamar or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen, they're running that in. Easy.
So let's go for your hero and zero in NFF here, man. You got right now. You are 4-3. Your boy.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I mean? I'm 3-4. P,
2 and
you're
5.
2-5. Who was your hero and zero for this week? I mean, we can answer your zero for you.
Nah, let him go. Let him
You
go.
want to go? Jeez.
All right, people. So I played against this dude that scored 72 points. What's his name? Tyler Lockett,
Tyler Lockett.
who's been on fire this all
What-
season.
the same guy that you said,
Yeah, I actually did. I own up to that.
which is really
I was-
bad too,
I
because
was
now it
big
came
wrong.
back to bite you.
Yeah, it was big wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
Dude, relax. You weren't high on
saying.
Tyler Lockett either.
I'm
Relax.
just saying,
I was the only one
No,
that was high on him.
Neither one of us was high on Tyler
The
Lockett.
universe is catching up with you.
It really does. It really does.
That
It's
was
kind of
tough, yo.
scary.
That boy
So-
straight up said Metcalf is the #1 receiver. He's better.
I mean, he
Tyler
is,
said-
but
He's not.
No,
nah, he's
bro.
not. No, he's not.
Tyler
I'd be
Lockett
lying.
has always been that
So,
guy. Bro.
listen. Now I'm leading. I'm winning. I'm happy. I was telling you guys earlier. You know the projections: 93% before the game, right?
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett starts going off, but I'm leading comfortably. And I had Kirk Cousins. I'm not Kirk, Christian Kirk in there, who played better than normal with that touchdown. And Tyler Lockett had 40 points. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm still feeling comfortable. He got to 60 points. I'm like, all right, I'm still
You're
up.
feeling good.
I'm
You're
still
feeling
up. I
good.
got Robert Woods to play. Like he's tying me up right now, And then it went to overtime, and then I knew that
It was
things
done.
were getting sticky. Not that it was done. So before I boarded the flight, because Robert Woods
Yeah, I
game
remember
was
you was like-
was Monday night,
Yeah.
I text you guys and I'm like, all I need is 10 points from Robert Woods. He hasn't had less than 10. He hasn't had less than 10 points, and to my surprise,
Yep.
he scores 6 points for me. He
6
fumbles the ball.
Yep.
Even with the stat
Same thing that
correction, I
happened with
probably
Zeke.
would have won. It's just fantasy football.
Yeah.
It's
a fantasy guy don't like you, man.
It's-
Not this week.
it could be one of the most demoralizing things.
It
It's
just
so
ruin your night.
annoying. No, it just ruins your life, not just your night. Your life, like you get really, really, really annoyed.
And you know you're gonna stay annoyed until you play the next game. You
Yeah.
can't wait for next
You can't
Sunday.
wait
You
for
can't wait for next game, but it's like it's those wins that cost you. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And that's what I.
If
that's
you don't
the
make the
problem I have.
playoff, you're gonna look back at
Yeah, you
all
look-
because
those.
it's those wins. And
Yeah.
I've been looking like that for Thanksgiving.
I'm having a trend where in this league in particular where all the players starting from week 1, Josh Jacobs going off when this dude the quarterback Russell Wilson had his 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I was playing him. So I'm having these games where these guys are just having their best weeks. Then the game against you where Lamar Jackson decides to
Yeah, just chill.
have an egg nest in
He didn't want to play.
against Kansas City and
Yeah,
Baltimore.
yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about.
We thought
But
that was going to be a high scoring game.
my hero is DJ Moore, 2 touchdowns, a 74-yard bomb. That was the highlight of my squad.
I
But I
get-
am 7-0 in one league.
I got.
If I can't say something good.
My hero is. Listen, I thought I was going to lose because I purposely picked up a defense so he wouldn't get a defense, and he ended up getting Washington's defense, and Washington defense
Defense.
scored
Wow.
31 on me.
Yep.
Right. So grateful
Against Cowboys.
against the Cowboys, and I picked up the Cowboys defense. So grateful that Tom Brady scored 53 fantasy points, and KC defense scored 40.
Like that was amazing. I ended up getting 222 fantasy points.
Yeah,
for the
you were
week.
you were
It
ridiculous.
was up
Yeah,
there
you
on
were good
fire.
this week.
My 0 goes to Zeke.
Ha.
That boy gave me 8.5 fantasy points.
You about
Zeke
to
has
trade
been
him?
disappointing
No.
all season, man.
No, I'm not gonna trade him.
all season.
I think they're gonna get it together.
Yeah, but
But even though I can't,
he's
trade
been
him.
disappointing all season because the defense sucks, and they're playing in a system where they were trying to play from behind this entire time. So you can't really blame it all on Zeke.
Nah, it's not all Zeke. It's
Yeah.
the whole offense.
But Zeke is fumbling the ball though. Like
It's
those
algorithm.
fumbles.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
What do you got? Hero 0, bro.
All right, for me, my hero was the last player I have going on Monday night, which was the Rams. That Rams defense. I was projected to lose, but that Rams defense came out and lit
They
fire.
lit on fire.
Yeah, bro. That was a great game.
And you got a little bit of extra too.
extra. Extra. My dud though, man. It's Mike Davis, man. Like, man, come on. You're about to
2
lose your
weeks.
job. Just come on. Give me
2
some
weeks.
points, man. I'm hoping like this week he comes out guns blazing.
I know it's gonna be Sharon because I know C-Mac is back. He's
I don't
already
think they're
in
gonna
practice.
chance him playing because they play tomorrow night. So I
Yeah,
don't-
that's true,
right.
too.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna chance C-Mac, seeing that this is his first day of practice. What do you want to put him in?
I wouldn't want to do it. either.
Yeah, you're just gonna ruin the guy. You just spend how much million?
Yeah.
So don't put C-Mac in, guys.
Yeah, because think about it, man. He's gonna play. Mike Davis can handle the workload. It's a soft matchup. Mike Davis can handle the
Workload, yeah.
Yeah, so I
against
wouldn't do that.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
We got second.
Atlanta has played better though since the firing of the coach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the defense. He's the guy is a defensive
Defensive
coach.
coach,
Raheem
yeah.
Morris. He played for he coached Tampa too. I think he's a great coach.
yeah,
Second quarter, man. We got Vegas top 6 games here, man.
yeah,
For week 8, right?
yep.
First one, man. That's you.
We're already
Titans
in
and
week 8.
Bengals. Yeah, we're already in week 8, bro.
I know, right?
You remember when we were like, we can't wait for football to be back?
Yeah, bro.
It seems like he's just flying, bro.
It is flying.
Titans and Bengals.
Titans and Bengals, man. How I look at this, I have the Titans winning. The Titans defense is decent. They're middle of the pack. They're actually ranked 21st against the pass, 18th against the run. If I'm the Bengals, I want to pass against the Tennessee Titans. They have given up 15 touchdowns to wide receivers. So, you know what I mean? 15 passing touchdowns. The running game, though, only 5 touchdowns all season. So it's going to be tough for the running backs on the Bengals, like Giovanni and stuff like that. Because I don't think Mixon's playing this week. But I think the Titans are going to win. Their play action is going to work against the Bengals. Their Bengals defense ranked 28th overall against the run and against the pass. They've given up over 1,800 yards to in reception yards and 936 in rushing yards. So I think that you can pretty much start anybody. I think Derrick Henry is going to be a good game for Derrick Henry, and it's going to be a good game for the wide receivers out there in Tennessee.
Derek is gonna eat.
Yeah, this is a good game for Tannehill. I think Tannehill is going to probably have like a 2-3 touchdown game this time around.
I mean, that boy, he's been playing great football, man. It's hard to say Tannehill and great football together.
Yeah, it is.
But as far as
He's not a fluke. And as much as we talked about it, like, yo, why y'all pay him that much money?
yeah,
He's been
you
on
kind of
point.
set yourself up there, but I'm gonna let that one slide.
I
I was gonna
appreciate
say
that.
something slick.
I appreciate that.
but yeah, I have Tennessee winning.
in fantasy.
I have Tennessee winning. I have the under on this. I don't think it's gonna
Yeah, I
be
got
over.
under on this. I don't
I
think
got
so.
under on this, but I think Tennessee is going to win significantly. So
All right. 40. Who do you start?
I was
Pretty much everybody, right?
yeah, pretty much everybody because they're both soft defense, middle of the pack for Tennessee. Really soft on the Bengals side. You already saw what Baker Mayfield did last week. Baker Mayfield best game.
Well, this is Bengals, though. Oh, you're talking about as
Last
far as their
week.
defense. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Baker Mayfield lit them up with 5 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield made it look easy. So
as
one-
Bengals side, do you start?
One player I was gonna mention, maybe we were thinking about the same player, T. Higgins.
Yep.
He's been blowing up.
Yeah.
As a rookie.
yeah, against the Tennessee defense, I would start Boyd and Higgins, and I think AJ Green probably surprised you in the slot. So
All right. I'll be surprised if AJ is not gone by this week, though. But That's what it is. You got 49ers and Seahawks, PJ.
Yeah. So 49ers and Seahawks projection of.
Seahawks.
Say again?
Your favorite
team.
team, Seahawks.
I figured that.
Oh,
would work
yeah.
out.
Oh, they're about to get some payback this week. Because guess what? Tyler Lockett and Metcalf will see the toughest defense they done seen all season. So
No, man, them boys are
hold on. Can
immune.
I get into
All right,
what I'm
just
trying to
get
say?
Get into
Get
it.
into
Can I
what
get
you
into
do,
what I'm
bro.
trying to say?
Go ahead and do it.
So
man.
San Fran
know you
is
got-
ranked third
I know you
against.
got a lot of pain right now, but go ahead, bro.
I'm just stating. Hey, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. San Fran is ranked third against the pass, ninth against the rush. They're only giving up 19.3 points per game.
Right.
However, Seattle is an explosive offense, scoring over 30 points in every game except the Vikings, which they scored 27. So I don't think that this is going to be a game where the 49ers shut them out by any means. I think that it's going to be a classic. Every Seahawks game has been a shootout. And it's been a shootout because they're the worst ranked pass defense in football, giving up 368 passing yards, and giving up a total of 28, almost 29 points per game. The problem is, though, is that the 49ers are not a passing team.
Yep, correct.
And then their best receiver, quote unquote, Kittle, or tight end, who's in the receiving corps, he has to go up against their safety against Seahawks, which is actually pretty good. So look for Brandon Ayuk, Kendrick Moore. I like both backs in Jermichael Hasty. Hopefully this is his breakout game, and McKinnon as well. I do see it being very high scoring because Seattle is an explosive
It's a
offense.
shootout.
They every game that they've played has been almost a shootout. It's been a nail biter. So don't expect anything different from this one.
See, I don't know if it's going to be a high scoring game because I don't know how Garoppolo's going to throw the ball.
Yeah, but Seattle defense is.
I mean,
just
defensive
not
line
good.
is good. I think secondary is good. Defensive line is okay, but I think eventually because Garoppolo doesn't throw the ball, they're going to drop.
And
down
the
their
loss of
secondary.
Debo Samuel.
And the loss of Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
So
But I could see, if you're playing that $1 million maker, Brandon Ayuk or Kendrick Bourne, one of these receivers, getting multiple
I
touchdowns.
see it too. I got Vikings and Packers. Vegas got it at 54 total. I see it as over
Rivalry game.
right
yeah.
there. It's a rivalry game. I
You
think
see it
Green
as
Bay-
over?
I think it's at 54. I don't think it's going to be under that, but I do think it's going to be right there.
I say over on that. What do you
Yeah.
say?
I say over on that.
Yeah.
They always blow up.
I say under on that.
Really?
No. I say
I'd
over
say it's
because
gonna be there or
anytime
over.
they meet, they always go at each
Yeah.
other. It's
It's either going to be that or over.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
a-
it's over.
It's a big rivalry game.
got Dalvin Cook?
I think Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was gonna have a good game if
Yeah.
he plays because
If he
still
plays.
He's
they're-
on track to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game, like we just said it, man. Vikings are 1-5. I don't know how they're going to stop the Adams and Rodgers combo. Right, that's going to be tough. Right,
Isn't it weird that there's only one wide receiver on that squad
And they're doing well.
and defenses can't
Cannot
stop
stop
him?
You know why? Chemistry.
it just can't stop them.
That's
I
what it
just
is.
don't get it. Like,
I just told you what it is.
listen,
It's chemistry.
if I'm a defensive coordinator,
I'm going after him.
I'm saying,
I'm doubling
yo,
him.
you're triple
Yeah, but
teaming that dude. I don't.
There's
let them
plays
beat me other way.
designed for that.
Yeah.
Rodgers knows where he's going to be by just closing his
100,
eyes.
I agree
They
with you.
know
There's
each
plays
other.
designed
Yeah,
for
they've
that,
been playing
yeah.
with each other for 3-4 years now. So
Yeah, I mean the guy threw 283 yards and had 4 touchdowns.
And you know what's funny? When he was going off this week, I'm like, yo, Adams is going. Like, this is why I love Adams. Like, I really like Adams.
Me too.
And then all of that was overshot by Lockett.
Yeah.
No one has
No one
talked
has.
about Adams
Yeah.
because of Lockett.
Adams had 16 targets, 13 receptions, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
16
touchdowns.
targets.
And he was,
16 targets.
but there was someone that did better. Tyler Lockett.
I know.
Tyler Lockett. And that was crazy is that when Minnesota
was
played
crazy.
Green Bay in the beginning of the week, I can't remember, week 1, I believe it was, that he also had 17 targets, 14 receptions, 156 yards.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Adams' game.
He's a target monster, man.
all day long.
Like,
So I think
monster.
this is going to be a good game, man. Start Aaron Jones. It's either going to be Aaron or Jamal Williams because, the injuries out there for
I don't
Aaron
think
Jones.
I think they said he's
starting?
still having some issues.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is still having some issues.
I know
so-
that's why he didn't play last week. Too,
Yeah, so most like he wants to play, but the coach is saying that I would rather keep you out.
Yeah.
And have you get healthy. So it's
a Jamal Williams
it's
show.
it's a possibility that he doesn't play this week.
Yeah, so Justin Jefferson start. Dalvin Cook, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Adams, obviously. Rodgers.
If Dalvin Cook doesn't play, would you guys start Madison?
Nah, I'm good.
Madison burned a lot of folks.
If Dalvin
last
Cook doesn't start, man, I'll be happy because Jefferson is going to get that ball. Jefferson and Thielen's going to
And
get
funny
that ball.
enough, I think
No,
Madison.
I would start.
I was still playing
definitely
Madison.
start
I think
Madison
Madison
is a
was
stud. He's just Kirk Cousins caused that.
with the interception because they came out. I think Minnesota came out against Seattle thinking that this is how you beat them. Let's pass the ball, and they got away from their game plan.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Kirk Cousins ran into problems by throwing crazy ass picks and all that stuff.
dumb.
First game.
Yeah.
Still didn't get bench.
What do you got?
Boy can't never get
still-
fired.
Nah, he ain't. He's not. It's too much money on the table.
Yeah.
My boy. Raiders and Browns, right?
Browns and Raiders. I have Raiders winning this one. They got embarrassed last week. So, listen, man, a lot of people are looking at what Baker did with the 5 touchdowns and all that stuff. Look at what he
good.
did the 5 games before that, okay? It's not a pass-first offense. They saw something and
They just kept on throwing.
They just kept on throwing the ball. So that's good coaching. That's you realizing like, their corners on the Bengals are soft. We can attack them and all that stuff. It is not the same with the Raiders.
That also, and I believe once the OBJ was out, then they put in 2 new receivers.
That
new
they
receivers
didn't plan
can
for.
design.
Right,
They
they
designed
didn't plan
it, yeah.
for. You see what I'm saying? So they had to change the game plan and all that stuff. So I think the Raiders are going to take this one. The Raiders defense is not terrible. They have faced some tough teams. Funny enough, they always play to their competition.
Right.
And that's the thing that worries me a lot. But this is as far as a start and not start goes, man, the start and sits. Hey, Josh Jacobs is going to have problems. Browns defense is ranked number 5 against the rush.
Yeah.
They have a good front. They know how to stop the run. So you're going to run into some problems there. But as far as the wide receivers, Aguilar, Renfro, all of them, they have a chance to like produce this week against the Browns secondary. So it's okay to start those. All of them are like a flex play for me. There's nobody else that I would have confidence of starting on the Raiders side.
Right.
On the Brown side, Higgins taking the role of OBJ. Higgins was good like 3 years ago. Him when Baker just came in and all that, they had great
got
chemistry.
chemistry.
But you have to start the superstar. So
Got to push him back.
right. So we may see Baker pass the ball a little bit more a lot more long passes because that's Higgins' game. So Higgins is a good play. Landry is always a good play.
People's look good too, man. People's
look good, but a lot of people picking people's up off of waivers. I get it, but I just don't trust them. I have to see more than one
Yeah,
game.
of course. Yeah. Falcons? No, excuse me, PJ. Colts and Lions, my dude.
I disagree with Vegas on this one with the 50 point. I think it's going to be a slugger. Colts is stingy.
Think it's gonna be the over?
Under.
Under.
Yeah. Colts is stingy. They're ranked second
Defense.
in passing yards, third in rushing yards, second in total yards per game, and fourth in points allowed per game. They're not a and they don't have an explosive offense. And I don't consider neither one of these offensives explosive. So I think it's going to be a Jonathan Taylor game. Swift did good last week. I don't see Galladay going off.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough on the wide receivers.
The
for
wide
Detroit.
receivers for
Yeah.
Detroit.
I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know what's going on with that offense, man. It's like you're expecting explosions on this offense. from
Can't,
this guy.
They have
can't
the
get right.
weapons.
Yeah.
They have the
have
weapons.
weapons.
It's the coaching.
Yeah.
I don't blame it on any of the players. You have weapons. Marvin Jones, Galladay.
you
have
see it in
Stafford.
splurts.
Stafford, dude. If you watch any of the Detroit games, Stafford is passing the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Like he
Look
still
at
has
last
his
week.
arm. Yeah.
What he did last week to win the game. So you see it in spurts, but you don't see it consistently
Play calling, man.
over
Play calling is horrible.
play after
It's a New
play.
England play calling.
Exactly. So I see this being a sluggerfest, a run and defense, and Colts winning comfortably.
Yeah. All right. I got Thursday night football. We got Falcons and Panthers. Vegas has it at 49. I see a little bit on over. I'm gonna
agree.
go with over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with
I
over
agree
there.
with that.
This is gonna be a fantasy feast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think both of them are hungry. Both of them lost their games last week. Once again with the Gurley situation with that.
Did you see the kick?
Kicker missed it was a great kick.
It was a great kick.
It was a great kick. Just,
Online, just a
just
little,
a little bit short. Just a
Yeah.
That
little
hurts.
short.
That really
So
hurts.
I
Against his
do
old team.
I do see, Falcons are ranked 31st in the pass defense, man. So I see Panthers going off on them. They're going to try to throw the ball all day long on them boys. So Teddy last week had 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. The only thing with Carolina is that they just have to figure out how to stop Julio.
See, the thing is, like, any coach that comes in and take over Atlanta, they only need to work on one side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the offense is explosive
It's the
as
defense.
hell. It doesn't matter who they're facing. They're putting up mad points. The defense just
They could
cannot
be
hold the lead.
They could be stagnant though, but they always turn around.
No, they
at
always
some
turn
point.
around. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Around,
saying.
yeah.
But the defense can't hold the lead. Whenever they have all 3 wide receivers playing, you can't stop them.
No.
Yes, the stagnant was when Julio was not playing. But
Yeah.
whenever Julio and Ridley and Gage is in it,
together?
sorry, I don't care who you have as cornerbacks in there. You are
got a
not
problem.
stopping them dudes.
You got a problem.
Arguably
I like Gurley this
top
year, too.
receiving core in football.
Yeah.
And I like Gurley on this team, too, man.
I don't like
worked well.
Gurley on this team.
Really?
Like, I don't know.
I
if
like him
he's-
on this team,
I
man.
like him on this team.
I think he
Let me
plays
explain
well.
to you why I don't like Gurley.
It's also a lot of pressure off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure off of Gurley. But if you look at how Gurley plays, bro, like, Gurley's not doing much as far as yardage and stuff go.
I think for
Yeah, but-
fantasy football, yes.
Yes.
He's
I
getting
agree
the
with you.
touchdown. I mean, you can
He's getting the touchdown.
My
He's
thing
gonna
is, you can
continue
put
getting the
anybody
touchdown.
there and they get the touchdown. That's how I look at it.
I wouldn't agree.
yeah.
You can't put Clyde there.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
He can't punch it in.
Not Clyde the Glide.
He's not big enough.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not even getting hit to punching the ball. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always a dump off and he runs it in. That's
It's a good. I think it's.
But I'm saying that's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
it's-
Any
I think it's
pass
good, bro.
catching running
With-
back
with
will
his
be able to
knee
do what
issues-
Gurley's doing.
Yeah.
With his knee issues, I think it's a good fit for him.
I think it's a.
I
great
think it's a good fit for the team and for him.
I don't have to pay a lot of money. And I get
Yeah.
a good player.
I mean, I don't hate Gurley. I don't think he's playing well. Like, I don't think he's
Sounds like
playing
hating.
well.
I think he's playing right well. He's not playing well for fantasy football.
He's
No,
not,
he's playing well
He's
for
not
a
a
team.
That's the
fantasy
thing.
stud,
He's-
but he's a fantasy starter week
yeah.
after week.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna give you that 14. He's
Yeah.
gonna give you that 12.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
can-
okay
you-
with that.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay with that. Now, once you start saying
'Cause
8
you got
to 7,
dudes that's
like
not-
my boy Zeke is doing right now, I got a problem with
Yeah,
right now.
you have dudes that are not consistent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. So that's why I see, man. You start either like you said, we were talking about. We don't think C-Mac is going to start. So start Davis. Hopefully Davis does something. You start all the receivers, man. Every last one of them. Just start them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout, man. It's gonna be a great game. Funny enough, man, I know we're not in a DFS segment, but I was looking at the showdown slate on DraftKings. It is tough to pick a lineup.
Yeah, it is.
These are the moments where you look at the team and you think about who's gonna win, and then you pick those players because that's the only way.
yeah,
And you can build that.
And you
You
gotta
can build
hope that
that one, and then you build a contrarian lineup just in case.
Yep.
That's how you have to do
Got
it.
to make sure.
but I
nothing
think
about
it's
that.
going to be a player that goes off.
No, it's
Tomorrow night.
definitely
It's always
it's definitely gonna be a player. It's
A
not
player that has multiple touchdowns.
multiple touchdowns. Probably like
So
know
you're,
what's
you're
crazy?
choosing
120 yards.
between
I'm going with Curtis
Julio. No, you're choosing between
I'm telling
Julio, Calvin Ridley.
It's a Ridley day.
DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson.
I think it's gonna be a Ridley day.
I know.
It's either a Ridley or a Robbie Anderson day for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the off one. I'm going to go with Curtis Samuel.
no,
Chris.
I'm going to go with the off one. Y'all gonna
There's
be mad.
too much.
Hey,
There's
did we say that
4
about-
top receivers.
Hey,
I'm
did we
not-
not say about that? What did I say about Scotty Miller?
All right, man. All right, cool.
All right, cool,
All right.
man. Let's get into halftime, man.
Halloween, man.
Halloween, y'all boys. What are you doing for Halloween, man?
We're gonna on Friday kids asked me if we can watch some scary movies. So
Alright, that's cool.
they picked out their favorite scary movies, and granted, none of them are really scary.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
two of the movies are cartoons, and
Yeah.
then one is Beetlejuice. So
Yeah, that's
I think I'll be fine. I think
So-
they'll be able to sleep afterwards.
So I know PJ, you're not watching Orphan.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. No, I can't watch that.
Yo, so we got halftime, man. What we want to talk about? What's one of the scariest movies, or a couple of scariest movies that you guys kind of grew up on, and it's like, oh crap, this thing really got me.
Before we jump into the movies, though, keep that playing. Let's talk about the World Series last night.
Yes.
Dodgers won, and the scariest thing about it is Tampa Bay had their ace in the game,
Yep.
and
The pitcher.
just because
Yep, 6
somebody got on base, the manager took him out.
6 innings.
That was scary. That was Halloween-esque.
The dude was on fire.
Dude is on
For
fire.
6 innings.
And you took him out. So that was trash by Tampa Bay manager. I
Yeah,
understand.
Cash.
Yeah, I understand you're looking at statistics and all that stuff, but
I don't know
Hey,
what he was thinking about.
It's been a Florida, California thing.
yeah, as far
Yeah.
as championships
Go, right?
Yeah, I mean, no other state really matters, right?
But in football, we can't hope that Dolphins get there. So
Well, let's calm down, okay? Let's calm down. Let's
Listen
calm
to
down.
this dude, man. But
Yo,
yeah, jump into
also
that.
shout out to UFC
Tampa
fighter,
may
man.
get there though.
That UFC fight. That's what I did over the weekend too. Watch the UFC fight. Khabib and Justin. Khabib was 29-0. Right, he won by submission, and that was dope. But right after the match, he retired, man, because his father died, I think, in June or July of COVID-19, and he was like, "Yo, this is my last time ever making a fight without my father." It was a dope match, though, man. Nice submission done.
Halloween.
Crazy thing is, he broke his leg broke his foot 3 weeks before the match, and still fought.
You still fought.
Still fought.
Damn.
Hard.
Yo, so let's get into crazy movies, man. Like scary, horrible movies. What's your
What's your
So he mentioned one of my all-time ones, Orphan. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's really, really creepy.
Yes.
That's what makes it scary. So it's a really, really creepy movie. There's a twist in there.
You gotta watch that one because Orphan 2 is coming out too.
Yeah,
you gotta
so
watch that
definitely watch Orphan. It will have you paranoid. A classic of mine is definitely Halloween. And then a really cool concept, and I'm still thrilled over it, is Paranormal Activity. Imagine waking up, you see your girl, your boyfriend, your spouse, your husband, whatever the case may be, standing over you and staring at you for like 8 hours, and you filmed it. And what would you do? Because I'm not trying to recoup or help anybody out. I'm dressing up to work, like I go to work every day, and
gotta go.
Just
and
never
then never coming back. She'll never see me again. That's wild. Cool concept movie in Paranormal Activity.
Yo, what do you got, Ray?
For me, so the movie I hated as a kid was Night on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger. Coming in your dreams.
Yeah.
Every time I see one of those, like every time I saw one of those films, I couldn't sleep the night after. Like I was scared out of my mind that I'm gonna dream about Freddy, and Freddy's gonna be, you know what I mean, that freaking red sweater, like it's still playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hated that for a long, long time. The other movie that was pretty scary to me, that I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called The Shining.
I always skip over it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I always
That-
skip over it. For
That
some reason.
Shining
That one
Twins
is,
is scary as hell, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't mess around with The Shining, bro.
I gotta watch that.
There's movies that I watch twice. That's not the movie you want to watch.
Yeah,
Really?
The Shining Twins are.
Because that's a classic.
It is a
It's
classic.
a classic, yeah, but
It is
I
a
gotta watch
classic.
it.
You- check
I
it
think
out,
that's
man.
what makes it better because it's a classic. You know what I mean? So it's even more scarier. That's not. I don't mess with that one. Yo.
So I battled between the other two. The Hereditary was one that I like.
Okay,
It came
watch
out back in 2018. That was
I
actually
want to
pretty
say
good.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, and Saw. I like Saw. I like
Yeah,
all
Saw
the
is
Saw
dope.
episode. I like trying to figure out stuff. Like, you know what I mean? The
Saw
suspense
is dope.
behind Saw was pretty good. So those are mine, man.
So I'm gonna second you on the Freddy on the Elm Street joint. that thing had me up for a while, right? That was crazy. remember when we did the Halloween
yeah.
thing? I was it, and I was just walking around in the upstairs
People
and
fear
just
clowns, man.
yeah, dude.
I don't know
was
why.
I was in the elevator, dude. And because I was playing the music the whole time, and this lady was in the elevator when I walked in with
And
the whole
walked
clown
out.
outfit, and I had the music on. She walked out like, no, this is not for me.
But for a while after it won, there were a lot of people that were
dressing up as clowns.
Dressing up as clowns and just being in random places and all that
Random
stuff.
Clowns,
spots.
I think, are one of the top phobias for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. The other ones I like, man, just liked was, I like Us and Get Out. I think it was just a different type of horror movie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It was interesting type of horror
Definitely
movie.
interesting.
yeah. Just to read off of some others that I like. Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yeah.
Conjuring, yeah.
Insidious.
Yeah, those are some good movies. Freddy Krueger or Jason, man?
Freddy.
But I like Michael Myers over all
Michael
three of them.
Myers, yeah.
His face and his walk and
Yeah. I don't understand how he never runs and he always
and
catch
he
up.
always catches people. Yeah,
Because they're falling.
yeah.
Because they're always falling.
That sound.
And he doesn't talk.
Yeah. And he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sound. You just hear that sound. You're like, shh.
So what was the other one? The doll.
Chucky.
Chucky.
Yo, I couldn't see a doll in the store for like a good 6 months when I was a little man, yo. Like I couldn't do it, yo.
Chucky. There was a lot of childhood horror films that I like. Pet Cemetery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used to like that. Lost Boys. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. It's a vampire movie that was pretty cool with the Corys.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, man. Let's get into the third quarter, man. Start 'em or sit 'em. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Pittsburgh and Ravens.
Pittsburgh and Ravens. Man, this is too. Listen, this game is going to be a low-scoring game. Two tough defenses.
Yeah.
And as far as start 'em and sit 'em goes, I think you can start your wide receivers against Baltimore. I think Pittsburgh has a good line. I think Claypool, may come back this time around. I don't think so. I still think it's.
I like that meme that was going out, or video that was going out about a Claypool. Some kid was just like, he was upset that Claypool just stunk it up. He somehow picked him up in his waiver wire.
Oh, I knew Claypool wasn't gonna do well.
Yeah.
Like you could see that on our this and that segment that we posted on Saturday, and that will be every Saturday. We got PJ being featured this week.
Yeah.
So look out for that. But yeah, I knew Claypool wasn't gonna be with Deontay coming back. I knew Claypool wasn't gonna be any factor in that offense. Deontay is Ben's number one wide receiver.
100.
You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a tough day for Connor. If you don't, Connor's still a running back to a flex, so you're still going to start him. As far as Baltimore running backs go, I don't know which one to start. I'm not even going to lie to you, people. I don't know which one to start. It could be Gus Edwards. It could be Dobbins.
It could be Dobbins.
I don't know if Ingram is coming back. So I wouldn't. I don't trust any of the running backs on Baltimore.
Questions for the fans out there on this one. So I'm not saying that Lamar has underperformed because he really hasn't.
I don't think he has. Yeah.
He's played well, but we're not seeing the Lamar from last year. A lot of people in 12-team leagues, 10-team leagues, they have multiple quarterbacks, right? So would you consider starting a quarterback this week in an easier matchup
versus
Lamar?
Yes.
Versus
Yes.
against Pittsburgh?
Personally, man, on my own ranking, I have Lamar probably like I'm looking it up
For this
right now.
week?
Yeah, for this week, I have him like the 9th
Quarterback.
Okay.
I'm not starting.
That's
I would,
fair enough.
I would put it this way: I would even play Baker Mayfield over Lamar this week.
I can't play.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
It
I
is far,
promise you
but,
that I'm not
but,
doing
but I kind of agree.
I'm not
with him.
doing that.
Pittsburgh is gonna be going
Yeah,
crazy.
but
They're
guy
playing.
can
Just
still,
so
the
y'all
guy,
know.
the guy is
telling you.
explosive. He
He
can
is,
make stuff
but
happen.
I'm telling you,
To say
Oh,
Baker
there-
Mayfield.
no one's
No, not
afraid
Baker,
of
I'm
his.
sorry, Bridgewater. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
okay.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Baker
okay.
Mayfield. I'm
No.
like, dude.
Yeah, but
Baker, no,
but no one's
Baker
afraid
Mayfield.
of
Last week with Baker
the
Mayfield was a
passing
fluke.
Yeah.
I apologize, fans. Not Baker Mayfield.
Bridgewater.
And Bridgewater. They both start with
I
B.
agree with that.
But yeah, listen, what you saw from Baker Mayfield last week was a trick. And that was
It wasn't a treat. It was a trick.
It was a
It was a
trick.
trick.
Okay, so I wouldn't trust that one bit.
right.
Okay.
PJ, man, one of your favorite teams other than Tampa?
You know what's funny? I
Miami
noticed that
Dolphins and the Rams.
You always give me the Dolphins. I like that.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
I give you your team.
The fans want an unbiased opinion because if they give it to one of you guys,
That's what's
Dolphins
going to
of the
be.
world.
All right,
So no, but
we give you Tampa, and that's still the same thing. It's not unbiased.
the players in this one would definitely be Gaskin. I would stay away from Gaskin and Gesicki. Tight ends do well against the Rams. They're ranked pretty high against the Rams. However, receivers are not. So the Devontae Parkers, the Preston Williams, obviously they want to be shadowed by
Ramsey.
out there at the top.
But I think Ramsey's going to shadow Parker. I think Preston Williams is going to have a way better game.
Possibly.
than Parker, yeah.
But the Rams defense, as you mentioned earlier in the show, is pretty good. It's a very tough game to put your quarterback in with Aaron Donald coming. I don't understand it. Why would you?
I'm a Dolphin fan, bro,
It
and
just
I
makes
don't
no
get it.
sense.
I don't get it.
Now he's going to have to learn against one of the top defenses, rush defenses in
defense.
football, and then they're a good defense all around. Why would you put someone in that? I wouldn't want to be in that situation if I was Tua. Let me come in as a rookie guy against Atlanta or somebody. I don't know, like
Nah,
the
not even
Jets.
Atlanta. The
Like,
Jets.
dude,
Last week was the week
Last
that he was
the
week,
Rams.
exactly, not the
Yeah.
Rams. So
Yeah, last week was the week that he was actually supposed to play.
yeah, so with that said, honestly, if it was on the other side, Miami's defense has played better. They're coming into their own.
Yeah, the corners are healthy.
The corners are healthy, so another tough game for my boy Woods. Another tough game for Cooper Kupp out there.
gonna be tough.
But look at Henderson and the running backs for the Rams. Miami's rush defense and is not the best, but their pass defense is. Low scoring game. If Fitzpatrick was under center on this one, maybe I would have picked the Dolphins, maybe. But with a backup quarterback, with the rookie quarterback coming in, it could spell disaster.
It definitely could.
I'm going Dolphins.
Are you serious?
I'm going Dolphins.
Do you want to bet?
I'm going Dolphins.
Would you like to bet me $20?
Let's bet 20.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So there's another bet.
I tell you guys, hey,
One thing
one
we're
thing I
known
gotta-
for on Lock Code, we bet.
No.
Like, I love it.
No, what I love though, you're a real fan, dude. Like you don't back down. Like your mind can tell you something, but your heart says something
Hey,
else.
listen.
I respect that, bro. Honestly, I respect that.
If the Dolphin wins this Sunday,
Yeah.
I will call you and apologize. Like,
Yeah, I would too.
I will call you and apologize. But I'm a Dolphin fan,
It's
bro.
gonna be on, bro.
I'm a Dolphin fan, and I can't see how
You
I'm
don't
gonna
see
pick
it?
him. I don't see
Dude,
I'm
how.
going Dolphins, bro.
If you're Aaron Donald right now, you're
hungry.
Do you see what a line is about to attack him? Like it's about to be a feast.
All right.
Like
Yo,
against
bro.
a rookie. Dude,
$20, they win. Easy.
All right.
Easy
I
money for
hear
you, right? Let's go.
New Jersey and Kansas City, my boy.
New Jets.
Oh,
New Jersey,
I
same
know,
thing.
right?
They play in New Jersey.
yeah.
So, I'm not gonna waste any time on this one, right? So it's the Jets. Played
Will the Jets
everybody.
score?
The Chiefs. No, Jets ain't scoring against no Chiefs. You see what the Chiefs did last week? They're not scoring against the Chiefs. Start everybody in the Chiefs. Start their defense. Start the coach.
You know what?
what
Funny
about
enough,
Gase though?
Gates is going to be there until the end of the
at
year
the end of the
because,
year,
like I
he's-
said before,
his
they
contract
know,
is set up a certain way.
yeah,
It's
and
set
they
up like
know
your bank
Gates
account,
is
you know what I
going
mean?
to lose.
You gotta,
you gotta go here and
you gotta pass it over here and all that stuff.
So,
Um,
but yeah, Gase is there because that's the only way they know they're going to lose.
all right,
If
so
they put another coach in there, the coach is
here's
gonna
the
be,
thing
you know,
about
gonna
that
win.
game, though,
Which
which
KC?
all fans should be scared of. I think
Yep.
Kansas City is gonna go up so much in the first quarter that some way, somehow, either the wide receivers are gonna get hurt, meaning not hurt, but hurt in far as production goes, and they're just gonna run out the clock. And I think this is a Le'Veon Bell
Bell
second
game,
half
yeah.
game. So I think if you have Le'Veon Bell, see, I'm not telling you to start him, But if you have Le'Veon Bell, I would seriously consider.
starting him.
I would seriously consider starting Le'Veon Bell. It's a rivalry game. They just trade you away. 2 weeks later, you're about to play the team that trade you away. You know pretty much all their snaps, all their calls, and everything like that. You know how the defense play. You go up. You went up to against the defense every time in practice. You know who to target and all that stuff. This is a Bell game.
Yeah,
all the way.
What do you we got New England and Buffalo, Ren. This is a good game, right?
Yeah. Let me run through this one. This one is kind of crazy, and it's gonna go. It possibly could go against what my belief is. Buffalo wins, and Buffalo they're gonna handle New England. New England looks like crap. They're trying to trade their best corner right now. He already put his house up for sale. So New England defense is not the New England defense of the past. So I think Buffalo is going to handle them. They're just coming off 2 L's. I think Buffalo, Allen just feels like, hey, I'm about to beat these dudes down to the ground. And hey, I was high on Superman.
Yeah. He had a bad week.
Cam, no, it's not a bad week.
It's not a bad week.
It's 2 weeks.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yo, he couldn't beat Denver, man.
Well, I was trying to give him some credit, though, bro.
No, he couldn't even handle Denver. Denver, I would give him a pass. He's just coming back from COVID. All right, you weren't practicing for 2 weeks. I get it. Great. But last week you should have smashed. Other than the Dolphins, dude, he hasn't really played. He hasn't really done anything.
He wasn't throwing a ball against the Dolphins. He was just running.
It was just running, and that was the first game for the Dolphins. They didn't get their legs underneath them. Our cornerback went down and all that good stuff. But Cam Newton has not if I have Cam in the NFF, I'm really considering dropping him right now.
Yeah. What do you got?
He started out well.
He started out well. That's what I'm saying. He started out well against.
It was just the passing that wasn't there, and
he started out well against the Dolphins, man.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
The Dolphins are, they're always trying to get their feet together.
Right. So,
what do you got? Denver and Chargers. Yeah. I'm just saying, hey, that's
nice.
what happened.
That's cute, man.
All
right. So,
Chargers, bro.
Chargers and Denver. What my man's like to say? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about
Nobody
this game.
cares.
Oh, Dion primetime.
Dion primetime.
Ain't nobody care.
Ain't nobody care. I like that dude, man. Dude's cool. It's funny. So I think this is the running backs Philip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon.
Is Philip Lindsay alive? Because I know he had that concussion.
He has a concussion.
I don't think
he's gonna play this week.
So
Melvin Gordon
eat. Yeah. So it's a Melvin Gordon.
He gonna drop the ball. He gonna drop the food too. So
Melvin Gordon is going to eat, but the defenses on this is in the middle of the pack. Chargers is ranked 14th against the rush. They do give up a decent amount. Both teams give up a decent amount of points per game. There's not a fantasy-friendly guy in this one. I do like Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say Keenan Allen.
What about I was gonna say Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
and
Keenan
Williams.
Allen and Williams.
I like Mike Williams.
Yeah,
but it's not a game that neither one of those guys are going to give you multiple touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't like anybody on the Denver side.
Yeah, Denver side is what I don't like.
I like Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, you're right. Melvin Gordon's Melvin Gordon's gonna do something.
One,
but the wide receiver core, ever since Sutton went down and now Patrick is down, it's just Drew Lock has nobody other than Fan. And then if you take Fan out, there's really nobody else for him to pass to. So I feel it. I feel it for Denver. I thought they were going to be a really high-powered offense, but injury has been killing them.
Yeah. On both sides of the field.
On the Chargers side, I don't know who to start in the backfield because 2 weeks ago
it was Justin Jackson. Now it's a real split between him and Kelly.
So I don't know who to start there. The wide receiver core, Mike Williams, right?
Yeah, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
I think they have the opportunity to get some points, but Denver defense is not easy to play against. So don't be surprised.
11th against the rush and 13th against the pass.
Yeah.
We got New Orleans and Chicago, man. I'm going with the Saints to win. 4-2 Saints, 5-2 Bears. Don't know how Bears are still 5-2. With Nick Foles here. Nick had 261 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, right? You got your boy right now in concussion protocol. I think he's going to get out, Allen Robinson, and be able to play, but I think the Saints are going to be a little bit too much for them. Chicago has no running game right now. None, so what with Montgomery out there, right? So I think it's going to be a Saints all around. hard for Nick Foles to even. Nick Foles can't run, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Trubisky starts, but I doubt it, because they're still 5-2. So
Yeah, I mean, Nick Foles has faced some like tough defense last week. I'm sorry, man. I don't care who you are going up against the Rams defense. It
was tough.
yeah, it's a tough defense. They were see the mistake that happened was somebody went to Aaron Donald and told him that, hey, Nick Foles said you have never sacked him.
Yeah.
It was like, what? Okay.
That was the problem.
Hey man, y'all laughing. I feel bad for Tua Sunday, bro. Yeah, it's not about to be funny. This dude has a hip. He just got a hip repair.
I'm telling you, man, Tua gonna be good,
Hey,
bro.
I'm
Tua's gonna
telling
be
you,
good.
like,
Dolphins gonna win, bro.
That was poor decision by upper management because I don't even think that was coming from the coach. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I
don't
think that was upper.
Yeah, I
management.
think that's above the coach pay grade.
So I had Allen starting, Kamara starting, obviously Thomas. If Thomas doesn't get in a fight or
I don't think he's gonna start. He's still suffering from the injury last week.
Yeah. So Jared Cook, Marquise Callaway is doing well. Like I said, Sid Montgomery.
And then Sanders are out.
Yeah, Sanders is out.
Yo, Montgomery's disappointing, huh?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been disappointing.
Yeah,
Man, that dude is disappointing.
To be
You're
honest
getting
with you,
all
though,
the carries in the world, and you haven't averaged over 60 rushing yard. That's
but the
terrible,
thing
bro.
is that he's not really a tackle, a back that can run through the tackle.
he isn't.
then
He's
why?
outside.
Like
He's
this
an
is- this
outside
is-
guy.
All right, I get that. As a coach, as a GM for Chicago, why didn't you go after Fournette, somebody that can get through the tackles? Like, you don't have anybody, bro. Like, you need. I promise you, this team would have been a lot better if they had a running back, and then they can use Foles off the play
Play
action.
action, yeah.
And I definitely agree with you on that because that's what they should have done. But I
The
think
arrogance of them, man. The
but I think
arrogance
they're-
of Chicago
they're
is
going to start
terrible.
over again. I think it's going to be over again because at the end of the day, they weren't trying to see if they could win. They're going to see if they can win with the team that they have. Allen Robinson doesn't have a new contract.
Yeah.
Trubisky is they didn't even sign
I think
off
they
on Trubisky.
need a
fifth
quarterback
pick.
to start with.
50.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
they
they're
need
going
a
to start
quarterback.
all over.
And I
again.
think, but in order to see, this is the thing. All right, so you recognize that you possibly need a quarterback, right? Your number one wide receiver is Allen Robinson. Why not lock him up?
Because they don't want to. They know
Yeah.
they're going to have to get
I think
they're
they're
going to start
planning
over
on
again.
scrapping the team, coach
The
and
whole
all.
team is
Yeah,
like the
probably.
like
And
coach and all, and
rebuilding,
just
yeah.
rebuild from the bottom up.
And that means there's
But
going to be a lot of
the
trades
new-
on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the new coach, if I'm the new coach, I was like, yo, in order for me to take that job, you
I
better go
want
ahead
you
and
to
sign Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
Because he's
To me,
quarterback
he's
proof.
he's a top
It's a
five.
top five.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
four.
he
Yeah.
hasn't played
Quarterback
with a
proof.
good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like he's
I
like
think that he
Hopkins.
could do anything that Hopkins, Devontae,
Yeah.
all Julio of the world.
If this dude get a really good quarterback,
Yeah.
this boy is arguably top 5 wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, man. Dallas and Philly. Sunday night game.
I don't understand how this.
Do you
want to
have this conversation?
Like, I don't get it. Why is
Because
this a
it's
Sunday night
America's
game? They
team.
need to go
They'll
ahead and
change it.
change it.
They'll change it.
They're not gonna
Yeah.
change it. It's too late now. They
Nah,
usually
they'll
change
it's
it.
America's team, man.
They'll change it.
America's team
Listen.
suck.
They'll change it to like 4
Listen,
o'clock.
with no quarterback and
On both sides.
No, I wouldn't say that. Wentz has been great, man. The last 3 games, Wentz has been fire, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So fly, Eagle, fly for real.
Who do you think, Philly or Dallas?
Philly.
Oh, Philly all day.
man, all day.
All day,
No
man.
question.
They're gonna chew
Um,
up that defense.
If Dallas wins, I'll be surprised.
Tight end's gonna eat.
Yeah.
Rodgers gonna eat. I think that Boston Scott's gonna, get his on the Philly side. Funny enough, I think this could be, a ward game. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna Dallas is gonna go ahead and double Forgan, and I think this could be a ward game. So I think even Ward is available on almost every league I'm in, but I think Ward will have success in this game.
Yeah.
Just based on how I think Dallas is going to play, because they're trying to save face. But unfortunately, on the Dallas side, I don't know who to start because I don't know what's the quarterback's name? DeLucci? I'm just kidding.
I don't know who they're starting over there.
I'm just kidding.
Just put Jerry Jones back there, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be tough to start any players and have confidence in any players on Cowboys because you don't know what this new quarterback is gonna come with. You know what I mean? So I worry about that a lot. So that's where I'm coming from with that.
Yo,
Tampa
squad,
Giants.
Yeah.
So we all know who's going to win this one. Danny Dimes may not be here week 9. He may not. So
Listen.
Tampa defense is looking really, really good right now.
Yeah, Tampa's on fire.
I think 5+ sacks in this one. With that said,
5, dude. I'm starting like 8.
8+ sacks. So with that said, look for the backs in Tampa to eat on this one as they're going to be leading all throughout. So Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, show. You may have a touchdown or two from one of the receivers, the many that they have with the tight ends that they have. He spreads the ball, so it's not really a favorable game if you have the Mike Evans. I think Godwin is out for this one, right?
Yes.
The Gronks. It's a toss up, but the surety will be Jones and Fournette and that defense. And Giants, I would just sit everybody.
Sit everybody. Yo, so let's go into the fourth quarter here, man. We have trick or treat. That's trick or treat, my guy. So now we have, what do you guys think, right? Trick or treat, the basis of it saying like, hey, Gronk last week. Is that a trick or that's a treat?
Trick.
Trick. Why?
Too much mouths to feed on that team. What has Gronk done? There hasn't been a level of, from the receiving corps, so the tight ends and the receivers, there hasn't been a consistent level of consistency. Yes, Mike Evans is getting those touchdowns, but no one is getting volume. So that's the problem. And then Antonio Brown is going to come into the fold. So the ball is going to be spread. And of the top 3 guys, when they're healthy, Gronk is not in the top 3. It's going to be Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, and Godwin.
All right. Now we got, what about Brandon Cooks?
There is only one key.
Brandon Cooks, man,
It's in the stomach of your dead soul.
it's a treat right now. And this is why I'm going to say it's a treat right now. His worst games was with the prior coach. Ever since the new coach came in, Brandon Cooks has been doing a lot better. You know, Watson is looking for him. He's probably the number 2 wide receiver on that team. Fuller has been under the radar pretty good as well. So I think Brandon Cooks will continue to be that number 2. As far as your team go and as fantasy go, that's a wide receiver 2 flex, high flex, wide receiver 3, high wide receiver 3.
All right.
He's gonna have those games where he put up significant double digits in the 20s and stuff like that, and then he's gonna have those games where he gives you low double digits like a 10 or 12. So I just think
Good
it's
flex
gonna be,
play.
yeah, it's a great flex play.
All right. Jermichael Hasty.
I think it's a treat, simply because no one else is there at the moment.
Yeah.
Wilson came in and shined with Mostert out. Wilson got hurt. What was it, an ankle injury I believe?
Ankle injury.
And a serious one at that. So McKinnon kind of just got dropped in a sense. He's getting the least amount of carries.
Well, the coach said he was trying to rest
Them. So I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
But
Like,
it's
that's-
only
I don't know either.
it's only 2 guys there, and Hasty looks fresh. He looks hungry. So definitely a treat.
All right. Fulgham, Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver.
That's straight treat right there, man.
Treat.
Yeah, I mean, with if you really think about it, with the problems that they're having with wide receivers, there's absolutely no wide receivers in Philly right now.
No.
It's really him and Ward. You know what I mean? And then you
Reagor is coming back.
yeah, he's coming back, but I think there's chemistry with Wentz and him right now. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to continue to eat. He's going to continue to produce. If you have him, you can consider him as a wide receiver 2 moving forward until the end of the season.
All right. We got Aguilar with the Raiders.
Aguilar, he's looked good. Definitely a treat. There's consistency there. So I would continue starting him. There's not much. Raiders, like you said earlier, play up to their competition. It can be an explosive offense at times. So I definitely think that he's a treat.
All right. Our last trick or treat, T. Higgins.
Good one.
T. Higgins, man, he's a treat as well, man. Like I've been getting a lot of treats.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting
Question for you: Do you think?
I'm getting fat. Y'all trying to feed me
I
treats
think
all
that T. Higgins is going to finish as the best rookie receiver.
No. I got money.
Who's
on
gonna
it.
beat him?
Yeah, who's going to
Justin.
be?
Who?
Justin.
Justin hasn't been consistent enough.
Yeah. Ever since T. Higgins start getting it's double digits every
Yeah, every
Yeah.
game.
I
Every
agree with
game.
you.
Every
Yeah.
game.
So I think, with how Burrow is passing the ball, that dude he passed the ball over 300.
Yeah.
It was when he started 7 games already, right? 5 games is over 300 yards. You feel me? So with Burrow and Higgins, they have a chemistry going, and I think Higgins is going to continue to be like in that
Range.
that wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 range moving forward. It all depends on how your team is constructed, but T. Higgins is somebody that you can depend on for double digits, especially in this time when we're having so many teams on bye, and with the COVID, and teams could possibly be on bye and so forth. This is the time you want to start Higgins.
All right, man. That was trick or treat, man. Let's go into our DFS lineup draft. 5 for 30.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Paul,
Shout out to Myth the Legend for winning 5 for 30 last week. And shout out to Ren for winning 5 for 30 in-house.
Amongst us. Yeah.
Amongst us.
You have to follow the rules, though, man.
Yeah.
You have to follow the rules. If the player was drafted, you can't pick him.
So we're going to
That's-
run through the rules real quick. So the rules is going to be that it's going to be the Sunday slate
Yep.
on DraftKings.
Yeah.
You can't. So the advantage that the fans have is that you get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, the beginning of
pick
Sunday
up.
before 1,
Right.
to pick these players. We're picking these players off the top with just
Right now.
randomly.
randomly.
We haven't looked at
Randomly.
it. So we're randomly picking them. You cannot pick the same players that we picked.
Yep. Exactly. Cannot
Okay.
pick the same players we pick.
Say that again.
Cannot
Not pick the same players that we picked.
You'll see it. You'll hear it. Just don't pick it.
Yeah. So
So let's go, man. Last week I had number 1 pick, so I guess Paul has number 1 pick.
number- y'all throwing
Paul
me the
has
number
the
one
number
pick?
1
Who
pick.
got number 2? You?
Yeah, I have number 2.
All right, I got 3.
You have the sheet up to
Oh man, I
Type
did
in
not
the
have that up,
players.
man. Give me a sec. You don't have it up?
trying to bring it up right now.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. So Paula D, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What do you want? What do you got first pick?
Jeez, this is tough.
You said
It's
you were
always
ready.
tough.
You're not ready, man.
Go ahead.
No,
What?
you were first.
No,
you
you're
were
first pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
first
first pick,
overall,
bro.
man. So you got to
Oh man.
go ahead. Listen to this dude. Go ahead.
Go ahead, just pick for me.
It's your pick, man.
Yeah, man.
I can't believe I'm about to. Listen, I don't see guys that I like on this in the quarterback section. I'm gonna go with
Don't pick a player that I was planning on picking because
I'm choosing between Tannehill and Joe Burrow.
Hey, then pick a player,
pick a
man.
player,
pick a player
bro.
and run with it, man.
I'm going with Tannehill.
Wow, the Dolphin.
No,
tough one.
it's not a Dolphin. It's a
Well,
Tennessee
listen.
Titan, man.
He was a Dolphin. He'll be
So-
a Dolphin, bro.
Ryan Tannehill, man. So you going with Ryan Tannehill?
How much is Tannehill anyway?
6,800.
Who do you got, Ren?
For me, man, I'm gonna go lower than Ryan Tannehill. I'm gonna go with Derek Carr.
That's tough.
How much is he?
Derek Carr is. Let me get back to there. I was looking at it while we were
It's
speaking.
5,500.
5,500. So
I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers.
You went high.
Yeah. I was going to go Patrick, but I don't like the fact that once they go high, it's going to be all Le'Veon at that point.
how much is Aaron Rodgers, bro?
76.
All right, 7,600 for Charlo. All right, it's on you again, PJ. Let's do this. Let's
Let's go. What do you got, P?
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. Not easy at all. I'm telling you, this wasn't made. This wasn't made to be easy, bro.
I'm choosing between Derrick Henry and Cook.
Hey, just understand that whoever you pick, the other player can't pick them.
Yeah. Let's go.
And look at the matchups. That's all I got to tell you.
I got Cook.
Cook. How much?
7,500.
7,500.
You got Cook for 7,500. I like that, Paul.
What do you got, Ren?
I got Derrick Henry.
You see, you went the opposite of what I was like, I'm choosing between Derrick Henry and Cook. I just didn't want both Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry.
I mean, I get it. And that makes sense because you're trying to maximize your points. So
Exactly.
If that game doesn't go as planned, you know what I mean? You will be fine. You can absorb that. Like, you know what I mean? So Derrick Henry is $8,000, people.
Yeah.
$8,000. One of the most expensive
Guys.
running backs on the slate. So, C, who do you got, man?
Jump with I'm gonna go with Williams, Jamal Williams. I don't know how much it is. So check how much Jamal is.
You better hope Aaron doesn't play. Okay, I just want to point that out because if Aaron plays, you might get like
Murder.
minimum points.
Well, listen, let's just it's either Aaron or
Jamal
Williams.
Williams is 6,100.
61. All right.
6,100 there. 6,100. And it's on you, PJ. Where you at?
I have 14,300 left on this.
You have 14,300?
Yeah.
How so? I have 14 calculated. How much was Dalvin Cook? I got 7,500 for Dalvin.
Yeah, 7.5
And 65.
68 for Tannehill.
Oh, 68. All right.
I wish you put 65. I'm gonna go with T. Higgins on. Give me a second. Because the receivers actually, there's a lot of value for the receivers.
Oh,
Come on now, your time expired, man.
I got T. Higgins.
How much T. Higgins?
I just saw him. Hold on. It's 5,600.
All right.
5,600.
Where you at, bro?
Let me enter this dude thing, man. Because that's strategy right there, trying to figure out how much money he has left.
That's strategy.
That's strategy right there. So for me, man, wide receiver wise, oh man, that's just not good. Wide receivers are tough this week.
They are.
Wide receivers are really, really tough this week. And then you don't have the Atlanta game. You don't have the Atlanta.
Nope. No firepower there.
No firepower. Like, so I don't know, man. Like, there is really no bargain wide receiver that you can, take in DFS. You have to pay up for wide receivers. Knowing that, I probably wouldn't have went as high on on my
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry pick. I probably would have looked for a bargain. But anyways, with that said, my boy just got T. Higgins. I'm gonna go Ayuk, 5,800.
Ayuk.
I thought about that. I thought about Ayuk. I need to actually win this week, though. That's a good flex play. Fun play, though.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a nice fun play.
All right.
How much was he? 58?
5,800. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Hunter Henry, 4,200.
For your tight end.
Yep.
All right.
So let me know how much I got left off right there after you put the 4,200. I think it's around 12,000.
4,200, huh?
So you didn't pick a receiver?
He hasn't picked one.
I can
yet.
pick anybody.
He can
I
pick
can pick
yeah, he's
I
just
can
okay.
pick in any order.
So 4,200, you got 12 grand.
No, I got more than 12.
What are you talking about, man?
It's 12 each.
You got 12 grand. You have
You have two more picks.
All right.
You have two more picks for 12 grand.
All right, no.
All right, so that's good.
I have two picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have Gesicki as my tight end for 4,900.
Gesicki
Boy, just said the Dolphins going to lose.
for 4,900.
Yeah. That don't mean they're not going to score. You got a rookie quarterback. You got to throw it to his tight end. That's bailout right there.
All right.
It's straight bailout. Right there. I agree with you 100%.
All right.
For me, I'm gonna go with man, this one is tough. I like to go with the sure picks, and it's not working out for me. Where's that player?
This dude.
How much money y'all have?
This dude, come on, man.
You have 10,700.
This dude, yo. Let's go.
All right. All right. So my player is going to be Tyler Boyd.
All right.
How much is him? He's
That's a
got to be
flex.
6.
Yeah, it's 6,600. I think it is. Let me see. I lost him here. But he was going to be my wide receiver first. And I figured more or less like, so yeah, 6,600 for Tyler Boyd. So put that on the,
You got 4,100 left.
yeah, that's a lot of money.
Let's go with Bell at 4,600.
I'm not calculating Charles. How much is that? we gotta watch that dude.
You say you got Bell?
Yeah, Bell for 4,600.
That's good money.
I had
right there.
$12,000 to try Bell.
You still need to pick that wide receiver. You got $7,500 to go,
Yep.
Charlo.
75.
It's my pick.
Yeah, man.
I'm
That's your
choosing
flex.
between
This
two.
is your flex pick. You got 5,200, bro.
I know. I know who I want, but I'm just trying to.
Trying to what?
I got Hasty. 5,000.
Okay, that's your flex play.
Yeah.
Hasty $5,000.
$5,000 for Hasty.
Yeah,
Easy money right there.
still got $200 left over. But hey,
Hey, what are you gonna do?
what
Get a
what it
referee?
is, what it is what it is. So for me, man, I'm limited with the tight ends that I have to pick. So there's not a lot of great tight ends out there, but the one tight end that I'm going to pick is Trey Burton for 3,500.
Nice.
You left more money on the table than I did.
Yeah,
Little guap there.
You left $600.
I'm winning this week though.
No, you're not.
Again,
No, you're not.
All right, so I got $7,500 left.
7,500. You have a lot of options for 7,500.
You going after a receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a
what
wide
are my options for 7,500? Can I retract my quarterback?
No,
Nah,
you can't.
I
you
can't do
retry.
that.
Yeah.
So you have Metcalf, you have Thielen, you have your boy Lockett that you're in love with, you have Allen Robinson, you have the world, man.
You have the world to go at, yeah.
The only person you don't have is Devontae Adams.
Drop the bombs on Lockett for me.
Said drop the bombs on Lockett for
You got
Lockett
Lockett for real?
7,100.
Well, who's Seahawks playing who again?
San Fran.
San Fran.
Nah, hell.
He said, nah,
I
hell
knew
no.
he was gonna change his mind the moment he found out exactly who you're playing.
He said, nah, hell no.
Oh my
Let me
god.
see the list. Let me see the list, bro. Jeez.
Yeah.
Y'all were trying to set me up for the
No,
five.
bro. Like, yo, you're picking
Yeah,
who you
pick
want to
it,
pick.
exactly.
Jesus.
So you got to look at the
that's
matchups. Like
insane.
I look at the matchups when I'm picking this. You know
That's
what I mean?
insane, bro. I'm like, I can't do that, bro. All right, so I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill,
Oh, damn.
6,700. You sure I can't
Against
go
the
back?
Jets?
You sure I can't go back and add
Nah,
extra
nah,
funds
nah.
to get
Nah.
Patrick?
Once
Nah.
it's logged, it's logged.
It was log, it was log. All right, so let's recap. Family, people, fans, all that. For Charlo, C got Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback. Running back is Jamal Williams. Wide receiver is Tyreek Hill. Tight end is Hunter Henry. And flex is Le'Veon Bell. For PJ, Ryan Tannehill as the quarterback. Dalvin Cook as the running back. T. Higgins as the wide receiver. Gesicki as the tight end. And Hasty as the flex. For Ren, you have Derek Carr for the quarterback. Hunter Henry for the running back. Ayuk for the wide receiver. Trey Burton for the tight end. Tyler Boyd for the flex.
Tyler Boyd.
So, all right. So, recap what the fans need to do to enter this competition and what they win if they do beat us.
Okay, so we have a special treat on this one. So I'm wearing one of the Locker Code sweaters here. It's actually $50 for this thing here. It's a gray one, but we're going to give you the opportunity. If you enter and you win, we're going to put it out to a lot of people. So I'm anticipating a lot of participants. If you win this week, the 5 for 30, we are going to give you either the black or the gray of your choice of your size, a free locker code sweater. So it's free to play. The rules are, as I stated before, you can't pick the same players that we pick, and the players have to be under 30,000 that you do pick. And the way that you enter, you just go on to our Instagram page, and under the video, right?
Yep.
You post your lineup. We'll log them all, and we'll announce the winner next show.
Yes, sir. Also, put it in by Saturday.
By Saturday?
By
Yeah.
Saturday.
By Saturday.
We want them in
Just
by Saturday.
list your 5 players. Make sure the based on DraftKings
Yep.
prices, it's under 30.
It's under 30.
Under
And if you have
$30,000.
any questions or you need any assistance, you can reach out to any
reach
one
out
of
to us,
us,
man.
and we'll assist you.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
those are the key things. You don't need to list the cost of whatever. We'll generate the cost for you. All you have to do is just list those 5 plays: 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, and 1
One
flex.
flex.
Just list your 5 players either on Twitter or IG, and we'll put the pricing, make sure that you have your players either equal or less than $30,000. And then you're in the competition. And as PJ said, it's a fabulous sweater. So, and you'll get identified on the show.
Get a shout out
a
on the
winner.
show
Shout out.
and,
next
a
week.
sweater.
All right.
Yo, so let's go waiver wire pickups, bro. Let's run this down. We had a couple waiver wire pickups this week, right? So Cole Beasley, Bills.
Yep.
Rashard Higgins with the Browns. Brandon Ayuk. Chase Edmonds, for those who for some reason dropped him and put him in a waiver wire. Great pickup right now. Jermichael Hasty with the Niners. Carlos Hyde, Seattle. Derek Carr, Raiders. Somewhat of a Baker Mayfield. Tua's available now. Harrison Bryant with the Browns. Rashard Rodgers with the Eagles, tight end, and Drew Sample with the Bengals. Any of those guys that you guys were looking at before or thought about? I mean, I know we can't pick anything in NFF right now since we all are over.
I mean, the over part I'm not worried about as far as the NFF go, but most of these players in the NFF, because we have really great sharks in the NFF, most of these players are already gone.
Way gone.
But according to Yahoo, all these players are less than 50% owned. So check in your league to make sure they're available. And I would definitely rank them as C just said. So
Yeah. So that's it for locker code, man. Bold predictions? Any bold prediction this week? I already told you Dolphins are gonna win.
okay, that's
That's
your
a
bold
real bold prediction.
very bold.
I don't know about bold, but it's bold.
Bold prediction. I'm going to speak it into existence. Jermichael Hasty, 2+ touchdowns.
Wow.
That's good. That's real bold though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Bold
don't know.
prediction.
I don't know who to pick in that backfield.
That
bro.
backfield, yeah,
That
that's what I'm saying. It's a
backfield
bold,
is
it's a bold prediction.
man. My bold
Itchy.
prediction, man. My bold prediction is from the game tomorrow night. I think the the Falcons is gonna handle
Yeah.
Bridgewater and all of them.
They're gonna murder Carolina?
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
It's gonna be they're gonna win
be
by
a
at least
field
10
goal.
points.
It's gonna be a field goal.
Yeah,
That's my
I see,
bold.
I see it as a much
10
closer game.
points. I don't think
And
it's
I
gonna be
think
close.
and I think Panthers could win.
All right.
I'm not saying they can't, but I just think the Falcons is gonna win
gonna
by
be
at least 10 points tomorrow night.
Both teams came off of a very tough loss. Both
Yeah.
teams
It
are
was-
eager to play and eager to win. So
It was tough. It was tough how they came off of that.
Yeah,
loss.
I mean, Falcons been coming off of tough losses since the season started, bro.
yeah.
Every game, every week.
Like the offense is such
A
a
disaster.
great offense. The offense
Oh,
is great, bro.
yeah, the offense is great. It's the
offense put a
defense.
point. The defense is just what sucks, and they need a leader on that defense to really reflect on what the amount of points the offense is putting up, and how can we not, help the offense out, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah, man. Shout outs.
Hey, shout outs to everybody that saw the this and that video and gave me love.
Yeah, man.
Check us out on thelockercode.com. I'm telling you, you need to check out our website for rankings.
Got some good
for who
information.
to play. I'm telling you, this website
Matchups,
is
starters,
dope. The
sits,
matchup, starts, sits, all that stuff, man. check us out. We
Shout
have
out to Myth
great
again for
information.
winning the first ever 5 for 30.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Denzel Johnson, safety for Tennessee Titans. Showing love on the Instagram, man. They give us a shout out, so that's what's up, man. But that's it for us, man. Thank you for listening to Locker Code with C, Ren, and PJ. Be sure to check us out on lockercode.com, as the boys stated already, for all your fantasy needs, sit and start, waiver wires, pickups, matchup news, and more. Check us out on Locker Code Twitter, Locker Code Podcast on Instagram. Just hit us up. Show us our likes, loves, questions, anything. Just hit us up, man, for anything that you have, man. Yeah.